Hello everybody, I'm back doing another tag video. I wasn't tagged by anyone, but this I saw on the Chapter Chicks channel, and they called it the Mista Morgan Tag, and it was started by Josiah Morgan 11 on his channel, and I'll have all of the linkies down below somewhere maybe. So the only rule in this tag is you have to tag someone specific to do it, but I mean, anyone can do it if they want. So, I don't usually tag specific people, but I really wanted to do this tag, so I guess why not. The first question is, what book series do you follow and love? Series must have more than 2 books. Harry Potter, of course, is definitely my favorite. 2, what is your favorite trilogy? I cheated on this one because I actually went with 2 duologies that were, I think, meant to be trilogies, but that there's kind of been a indefinite hold on the 3rd and last book for both of them for some reason. One is the Insider series by Marie Snyder, and that is Inside Out and Outside In. The other one is the Killer Unicorn series by Diana Peterfrein, Rampant and Descendant. I actually read both of those part trilogies this year, and there's no news yet of a 3rd book for either of them, and I'm extremely disappointed. But yeah, what can you do? Number 3 is, what is your favorite fairy tale? Probably Beauty and the Beast. Really like that one, especially I like the Disney version. Number 4, what is your favorite short story? I can't think of just one that's coming to mind, but almost any of the Sherlock Holmes short stories by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Most of Agatha Christie's short stories, like Poirot and Miss Marple, some unrelated to those 2 detectives. Also, pretty much all of his short stories in the book Pistols for Two by Georgette Hare, Regency romance short stories. Those were all very delightful. Number 5, what is your favorite book that you liked but weren't expecting to like? The one that springs to mind first is Unearthly by Cynthia Han, because it's like a paranormal angel romance book, and I'm like, this is going to be stupid, and I read it, I'm like, hey, that was pretty good. So yeah, definitely that one, among others, but that's the number 1 that I could think of. Next question is, what is your favorite modern fairy tale? So I'm taking this to mean is a fairy tale retelling, because yeah, whatever. I went with Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Loved that book. Didn't really think that I would. Next question is, what is your favorite book by your favorite author? I will go with, and be cliche and say, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. Or, other favorite one would be Persuasion by Jane Austen. Next question is, what is a book from your favorite author that you could not finish? It's been a very long time since I have left a book unfinished, and there have been no books from my favorite authors that I've ever left unfinished. So, nothing. Okay, next question. Name an author that you thought was overrated and then you became a fan of them. That's going to be definitely John Green. As you may or may not know, John Green is in the Nerd Fighter thing. He's got him and his brother have the YouTube video thingies going on. But then I read it's about 2 years ago now, that I read Looking for Alaska by him, because it was his first book and really popular, really highly recommended, and I'm like, I hate this book, I hate these characters, I hate Alaska, why are they looking for her, she's horrible, I don't care. So I had already unfortunately bought all of his other books that were out at the time. Yeah, I know it was stupid of me, but I didn't really want to read them. But then this year I'm like, well, why not? So I read An Abundance of Catherines, and I'm like, oh my god, this book is so much fun. I loved that one. Paper Towns was good, but I would have it was too similar to his first two books, so couldn't really fully appreciate it. But The Fault in Our Stars was absolutely amazing, and I no longer think that John Green is overrated, and I will be buying whatever books he comes out with in the future. What book do you think is the most underrated of all time? Well, you can see kind of a list of them in my book chat video that Misty had about the same subject a couple months ago, but top 2 is definitely Winter of Fire by Cheryl Jordan, a book that I read in middle school from the library that I thought was amazing, and is of course out of print, so I had to find a used copy online. So happy to finally have it again. Very good book. You should read it, especially. It's a book that it's kind of a genre that's trending right now, so I think it would be pretty popular, and if people started reading again, Cheryl Jordan was definitely ahead of her time, because it's got like a mix of dystopian and fantasy and all, you know, the trend, I guess, is going around nowadays to blend a bunch of different genres together, so like dystopian and something else especially, and yeah, so you should definitely read that. Also, Crown Duel by Sherwood Smith. Absolutely love that book, and it's definitely, it's more popular than Winter of Fire, but not enough. I feel like not enough people love, or not enough people know about or have read that book, so they should go read it, because I told you so. What book is the most overrated? There's a lot of these, but I was gonna say Twilight, that whole series. I know there's a lot of haters as well, but God, I hate that series so much. Just gonna move on. What is your favorite graphic novel? Sailor Moon. I've never actually really read any like English graphic novels. It was really just when I was into manga years and years ago. Loved the Sailor Moon series, Cardcaptor Sakura, Fruits Basket, Marmalade Boy, Peach Girl, Mars. If you haven't guessed where my username originally came from, that's where it was. And some others, but those were all my top favorites. I unfortunately gave away most of my manga collection to Salvation Army. I only kept a few, so I only kept my Sailor Moon and my Sakura books. I wish I hadn't really gotten rid of them, but whatever. Oh, and Fake, the yaoi series. If you don't know what that is, it's like a gay romance series. It was two New York cops who had turned out to have a relationship with each other. It was a good series. So yeah. What book series did you like, but then you thought there was too many books in the series? This doesn't really, I don't usually feel this way about books. The only really like longer series I've read would be Harry Potter, because usually most series I get into is only like a trilogy. Maybe The Hunger Games, because I didn't really like Mockingjay, but it wasn't because I thought there were too many books in the series. Usually I feel this way about TV shows. Like, I will love a show in like the first season or two, and then it's just dragged on and on when there's nothing much more to do. It's like, you know, quit while you're ahead. If this counts, it's two related series, so it's not exactly one, but the Study series and the Glass series by Maria V. Snyder. Study series was really good. The Glass series I wish had never happened. I was not a fan of the direction that Snyder took in those books, especially with the romance. Very unsettling. And although it was, you know, it was a different character, but it was based in the same universe, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't exactly the same series, but it was like a spin-off. No, just was not very happy about those books. And that wraps up this tag. I'm going to continue, you know, what the chapter chicks call it, the Mista Morgan tag. So, following the rules, I am going to tag one of my favorite booktubers out there, Renee at Nailmus2. You've been tagged. Please do this and do not disappoint me. So, and yeah, anybody else out there as well, go ahead and do it. I would love to see more people's answers on this tag. So, see you guys later.